Heyo everyone, it's AJ, and today it's Monday. And you know what that means. It's Manga Monday! Yeah! So, it's the first Manga Monday of the month, and you know what that gets dedicated to. Yep, it is another Bungo chapter. Here we fucking go. So, we have chapter 100.5. It's a half chapter. Basically a continuation from big chapter 100, and the Royal Rumble is finally coming to an end. Spoilers! Basically, this whole chapter is dedicated to Kenji and Tecchou, which, yay! I'm happy, because frankly, I love the fact, this fight is just, fucking epic and just so stupidly proportioned because they're so fucking strong, so they're just destroying everything and it just seems so fucking stupid at the same time. Obviously I've been having a go at Tecchou about the fact that he's been beating up a fucking kid, but still still funny. But no, this is more like a fucking Kenji little chapter, and we finally get some fucking backstory for Kenji, because he's just been this fucking happy ass kid that's just scarily strong in the corner with no information whatsoever, just apart from the fact he's a wee farmer's boy but came from a village outside the town. Oh, it's just so good. And for the most part of the chapter, it's literally Kenji just beating the fuck out of Tecchou. That is essentially it. It starts off with Tecchou getting thrown into a fucking van, like a truck, and then literally Kenji just going very, very fucking feral because, well, his friends have just been threatened and he is not happy. Oh, it's so good. Literally, Kenji just looks he literally just turns into a fucking beast. Dark face, dark eyes, proper, out of it. Not the happy, smiley, sweet little smiley Kenji. Oh no, he is long gone. As soon as you threaten his pals, you're fucking dead. That is literally just, what he's like when you just look at him. It's just oh, you fucked up. You're literally looking death right in the face. That is literally what it's like, looking at this little boy. He's just fucking terror. Oh, and Tecchou has seriously fucked up. Oh, he really had no clue what he was doing. And yet, here he is, beating up this child that is just going to beat the living fucking daylights out of him. Gotta give it to Tecchou though. Still putting up a good ass fight, but Kenji's activated fucking god mode or whatever it is he has, and he is just getting his arse fucking kicked. He is just getting dominated by him. It's so funny how in the last few chapters it's here's Tecchou beating up a little kid, and it's now this is now the definite, a little kid is now beating up an adult. Oh, I love it. And then literally just as Kenji is getting another good ass fucking punch in, right, it then cuts back into a little flashback, and it goes as far back as Atsushi talking to Kunakida about his little mini mission with Kenji, and about it's how everyone was fucking scared of Kenji, and he's yeah, we came across this scary man and he was so nice to Kenji. And Kunakida's yeah, there's a kind of an unspoken rule within the roundabout here. It's don't make Kenji angry. And for good fucking reason. Well, obviously apart from what we've already seen in this chapter, but Kunakida basically gives us the little mini backstory about how Kenji came to be within the ADA. And it all stems back to how there was this earthquake and a flood and whatnot, and Kenji literally protected his little village. It was literally pristine. And then literally everywhere else was just decimated, and Kenji literally blew up because one of his friends literally got like crushed and drowned in like this flooding because of the damage that happened, and he literally like basically like tore a hole like through a fucking mountain. Like there's like this fucking hole. It's like, my god. So yeah, so with that, it was just basically his ability is literally like the force of nature, like how fucking powerful it can be, and it's just embodied in this little tiny little boy. And it's only calmed down and controlled because Kenji is just such a sweet, adorable little boy. Like, obviously, if we've seen, like, as soon as he's pissed off, like, it's all hands are off, like, it's just like, nope. But wow, so that was literally how Kenji ended up being AD, because like the director basically went out to investigate like what happened in these lands, because then it was like this pristine village, yet everywhere else around it was absolutely just destroyed, and then there's just this wee happy farmer kid like, hey. So that's like, you're coming with me and you're going to stay you're going to get looked after, let's just say. More watched over. But they basically explain like why like he's hungry like a lot of the time as well. It's like because of the absolute sheer force of this power, basically like just makes him hungry all the time, because if he can't like exude it because he's so nice and doesn't want to hurt people, it's just like, let's just make him hungry, and then he and then he sleeps all the time because of it. Oh, honestly, Kenji's just such a sweet boy. But it was so nice to actually get some backstory for him now. And it's just like, yes, finally! He's not so unknown now. Because it was kind of like, why is this little farmer kid, like, in the ADA? Like, he has no clue about city life. Now it makes sense. Obviously, we already knew he was, like, super strong and whatnot, but surely we had to know that there was a reason why. Here we go. He's literally the walking embodiment of the force of nature. That's just like so great about fucking like Kenji fighting Chuya oh god, ages ago, because it's literally here's the god of destruction going against the force of nature embodied in people. Oh, that fight just seems so much more epic now, just like how they're just like flinging each other around. It's like, woo, this is fun. Oh, I love this. But yeah, so after that little flashback, we literally go back to Kenji. Like, Tecchou is literally whacked up against the wall. He's literally, well, he's not knocked out, but like he's basically defeated. And then he's having his little like monologue as like an angry, like demonic looking like Kenji approaches, thinking like he's gonna get killed, because like Tecchou's just like, oh, you should kill me because I have failed Juno. Like, Juno would not be happy at the fact that I went after you instead of like going after Bram, because like I went against the mission, blah 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 blah. And he's like, kill me, I deserve it, blah blah blah. And he's like literally just watching as Kenji comes approaching, like he's got his hand out, and then literally Kenji just lifts off the big log that's like covering him, or pole or whatever, stone pillar, I can't remember what it was. And it's just like, and it's just back to the old wee Kenji, and it's just like, I'm still trying to help you. It's just like, oh, Kenji! Like, he's so nice, and it's just like, he's still like so nice deep down, even though the fact that this man has just tried to beat him up for like something that's not his fault, and yet Kenji still tries to help him, be like, hey, I'm still trying to help you find Juno, even though obviously we know there's no fucking point, but the thought's there. And he agrees. He's just like, why would you help me? And it's just like, I'm just gonna help you. Why not? Oh, and then Kenji's like, right, let's go. And it was like, and then he goes, wait a minute, collapses. I need to rest a little bit. I've used a wee bit too much energy. And Tecchou's like, yeah, same. So then it's like, that's the end of the chapter. But, oh, it's so cute. Like, finally, we get a little team up. So, I wonder if this will lead to Tecchou now thinking outside of the book's power, so he'll maybe believe the ADA, because if he's willing to go with Kenji, maybe it's not messing with his mind anymore. We shall see. But, it may be a shorty, and it may just continued from the last chapter. However, that is literally the end of now this fucking battle. So, from now on, we actually have a point of where do we go now? Do we go back to the prison? Or do we follow what's happening with Atsushi? And there's a huge, huge part of me, but because obviously the next chapter is May. Chuya's birthday is in May. I want to hope we go back to the fucking Chuya action, because we need to see him. Like, we need to know what's going on with this jail. Like, honestly, we need to know what's going on with this death game. And I feel like it would be really cruel. But I'm going to say this, and you know what's going to happen. It's not, like, we're not going to go back to the prison. We're going to follow Atsushi. I bet you that's what's going to happen now. I've just said that. I'm sorry if I've just jinxed it. But that is my hope, that the fact that we've just kind of covered a decent chunk of what's happened at the airport, and now that big epic fight's done, that we might now go back to the prison and see what's happened there. The fact that, like, obviously, Chuya's appeared. Can we have a look at what happened? Like, come on. Does I now see Chuya? And it's just like, hi, you're fucked. So that is chapter 100.5. So 101, fucking hoping we're back to the prison, because frankly the prison is so fucking cool. Not that I'm not enjoying, like, what's happening elsewhere, it's just that how could they just leave us with fucking Chuya, and then it's like, oh, here, we're going back to the airport. No! He's been gone for so long, and he comes back, and it's not how we want him, but anyway. If I'm rambling now, because it's just what I do. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below, and do you think I've cursed it to say that we're not going to go back to the prison, or do you think I'm right in thinking we can go back to the prison? Do you think if we manifest it enough, it will happen? Oh, I kind of wish I had that ability. That would be so much great. But anyway, so that does us for Manga Monday of April. Yeah. Oh, I've got another Bungo chapter out the way. Now we just need to wait for next month and cry when it's not Julia. But anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.